Hey, what's up guys? My name is Kirsten Mitchells. I am one of the coaches at Patio. Welcome to my living room and welcome to Metabolic Challenge. All right, so things you need today is your body, potentially some water. I highly recommend it. And then potentially a yoga mat. I like to do it because I don't want to get like my sweat everywhere. And then just kind of have it stockpile on top of each other. Cool, so we can expect now, go through a little bit of warm up, and then we'll get into our two big metabolic blocks today. Maybe have a little finisher at the end. We'll see. We'll see how much fun we want to get into today. So I'll have you guys start on the ground for me. We're going to start kind of in this like fetal position. So we call this our 90-90. So 90 degrees, reaching straight across. You can also tuck that leg if that's more comfortable. What I want you to do now is take that top arm, reach as far as you can, and then open up as much as you can while keeping that top knee down. And then come back, and then repeat. Reach as far as you can. Try and make as big of a half circle as you can. And then come back to the center and repeat. Oh, feeling some tightness today. So something to make note of. I should probably do a little bit more stretching later. Boom. Same thing, other side. You can flip over, but I'm just going to do it like this. So I'll turn my back to y'all. There we go. Reach forward. And then opening. Are you noticing? This side's a little bit looser today. So that feels good. All right. Good. One more. Exhale. All right, y'all. Then I want you to come up on your rears. We're going to get to that shin box position. So my heels are going to line up with my knees, with my knees are in line with my hips. So I'm finding this position, staying up really nice and tall. I'm going to push my legs down to one side. So now I'm here. And then I'm going to go back and forth. So I'm going to one side. So my right leg, the inside of my thighs on the ground, and the outside on this side. And then I'm going to go back and forth. So I'm trying to do all this while staying upright. If you need to put your hands in the down to kind of help facilitate that position, that's no problem. Let's stay tall, going back and forth. I'll even like sit in this position and type a lot. I work a lot just sitting on the ground on my coffee table. And I'll sit in this position for a couple minutes and then go to the other side and go back and forth. So if it's something you're accessible to, I recommend it. Look, that's free advice for today. How about that? All right, we're all good to a good start. All right, from here, I want you to come up. So I want you to push your legs through. And then I'm going to transition to that quad hip flexor stretch, okay? It's a pretty cool transition once you kind of like get it in rhythm. So you also can steal that one. Tucking my hips under. Today I'm going to do my hands behind my head. Then I'm going to come forward, pushing my belt buckle forward, squeezing this back glute, holding 3, 2, 1, relax, and then repeat. Try and be as tall as I can. Tucking those hips under. Relax. Forward, holding about 2-3 seconds. Feeling that stretch. Good, last one. Awesome, switch sides. So same thing. Have my knee underneath, ankle in line with my knee. Same thing the front side. Stretch in the back side, holding that stretch for about 3 seconds. And come forward. So we're gonna hold the stretch for a little bit, relax, and then repeat. Good, 2 more. And last one. Beautiful. From here, I wanted to transition, so I want to get to a push-up position. So I just want you to normal push-up position. Down, push your hips away from your ears, and then back to that push-up position. So we're going to just push up to downward dog, back and forth here. Good. When I'm pushing those hips away, really pushing my heel, my hands into the ground. So one more time. Oh, fantastic. I'm going to jump my feet up. Now in the bottom of squat position. Just going to hold out here for a second. I'm going to rotate. So similar to doing in that shin box position earlier. Rotate in and out. Keep my feet flat on the ground. Maybe you're a bit higher. That's fine. Just trying to get a little bit of extra movement in that tissue. Cool. Standing. All right, then from here, the first thing I want to do is a bit of a combo. We're going to do inverted ham, then we're going to drop that back foot into a reverse lunge, and then we're going to transition to a lateral lunge, okay? So a whole lot of words, but this is what it's going to look like. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do inverted ham, to where I'm using this as my stable leg, kicking this leg back, getting my chest parallel to the ground. Then once I kind of have this position owned, so I'm holding this one Mississippi, dropping that back leg into it, now a reverse lunge, then I'm going to come up and then go into a lateral lunge. So let's show you that from this angle. So going inverted ham, dropping that back leg into reverse lunge, and then lateral lunge. Cool? So let's do a couple of these, and then we'll transition sides. So invert ham, hold it, reverse lunge, lateral lunge. So working on a lot of things right now. Get moose as a goose. Get inverted ham. Perfect. Beautiful. Finish that last one, then we'll do the same thing other side. So I'm going the inverted ham, drop it, down the reverse lunge, then I step them out, lateral lunge. Boom, boom. Oh, let's get my reverse lunge. Boom. All right. Finish that last one. Next one we're going to go into is we're going to do a squat with rotation. So how this is going to look, two hands pointing straight ahead. I'm going to squat down as far as I can comfortably, come up, and then I'm going to rotate my arms. So my hips are still pointing towards you. I'm going to rotate my arms across, okay? So squat, rotate, squat, rotate. So my hips are still pointing towards you. Let's see, how much can I rotate without moving my hips? Almost there. Perfect. Last one. Good. I just want you to start jumping in place. So it's a little light hops. Little light hops. All right, now I want you to transition to high knee running. High knee running. High knee running. We'll only go for a few seconds. Good. Back to hops. Now we're starting to get the heart rate up a little bit right before I start talking about what we got going on. Good. Go to a deep squat. Back to hops. Deep squat. Back to hops. Let's go butt kicks. In place. Back to hopping. Deep squat. Hop. Lunge. Hop. Lunge other side. Hop. And break. All right. Hopefully feeling pretty good for the warm-up part. Now we're gonna get into the work part of the class today. If you want to keep moving while I'm talking, feel free to do some jumping jacks or just high knee running or whatever to keep your heart rate up. But if you just want to hang out and watch as I go through the first round of workout, do that too. So what we got today is we got 2 different blocks. They're both gonna have 4 exercises. We're gonna do each exercise 3 times before we move on to the next exercise. The timing will be 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. You do that 3 times for one exercise, go to the next, do the next exercise, and then the 4th. Then we'll go through that 1 more time. So we'll do 2 sets of each. So you end up doing each exercise 6 times. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go through the first block, the first 4 exercises. We'll take a little bit of halftime break, then we'll hit the next block. Cool? All right, let's do it. So the first exercise we're gonna do, it's got a little bit of this, a little bit of that, similar to like our first standing warm-up exercise. So we're gonna do a reverse lunge to a power skip, then we're gonna alternate sides. So we're gonna alternate each time. So what this is gonna look like is I'm gonna lunge back, do that reverse lunge. I'm gonna drive off this leg, jump up as high as I can, catch it with 2 legs, and then repeat the other side. So we'll back and forth. Okay, So you can feel free to take out that power skip and then just go those reverse lunges, or you can kind of do it as I did it. Choice is yours. The next one we got is a T push-up, okay? So we got a couple options here as well. So the idea of it is we're gonna do a push-up, then we're gonna rotate to one side, and then we're gonna alternate sides after each push-up. So I was just gonna work, pull yourself to the ground, push up, and then you'll rotate, and then repeat the other side. So notice as I'm doing this, I'm rotating just on my feet. If you wanna make it harder, you can stack your feet, okay? And if you want to take out the push-up when you get a little bit tired, that's fine as well. You can also do the same thing on your knees. So you can do a push-up, rotate, push-up, and then rotate. So that one will be easier if you stack your knees versus just trying to keep them separate. But so those are 3 options for you there. The next one we're going to do is a little Heisman shuffle. Football is back. So we gotta celebrate it with a little Heisman shuffle. So how we're gonna do this, you go 1, 2, 3, pop, 1, 2, 3, pop, 1, 2, 3, pop. So you're going back and forth, hiking that knee up on that third step. 2, boom, okay? Let's go back and forth for that full 20 seconds, 3 times. Last but not least, we're getting back on the ground. And here, we're doing either a leg lowering or a leg lift. The choice is yours. So, setup will be the same though. On my backside, pushing my low spine, my belly button into the ground, hands are to the side. So level 1, I'm gonna keep one leg up, one leg down. And I'm gonna alternate back and forth here. If you start to find that too tough, you start to see you get yourself a little excessive curve in the low back, bend. Level 2, we're doing 2 down, 2 up, and then driving those heels towards the ceiling, okay? So feel free to do any of those. So that's our 4 exercises. I'm gonna be done talking and we're gonna get back to working. So remember, 3 of each before we move on, 2 times all the way through. Who's ready? Who ready? I'm assuming everyone right now is yelling, yes, Kirsten, I'm ready. So with that being said, let's get to it. 8 seconds. Then we're up on our first exercise, which is gonna be that reverse lunge to power skip, okay? So start tall, let's go, reverse lunge, drive that leg up, other side. So this one, we're trying to drive up that knee as high as we can. Okay, we're only going 20 seconds, then we're getting that little bit of break, then we're getting back into it. If you always need to take out the break, the little jump, do so. You can come up, drive it up here, boom, okay? This is a pretty good option as well. We got 5 more seconds of rest, then we're back to it for our second set here, or second work. Boom, up, down, out of the way. You can start to see this is gonna get a little bit tiring. Nice job. Drop it up and back. You got 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, good. Relax, we got 1 more. Since especially the short breaks, be sure we're staying tall. Take those big breaths. All right, let's do it. Last one here, and then we're gonna move on to those T push-ups, okay? Finish it up here. Let's go, come on, 5 seconds. You got it, come on. 2, 1, good. Moving onto the ground, do those T push-ups. Remember, we just went on our feet. When we rotate, keep our feet separate, we can stack them, or we can do it on our knees, and then stack our knees. And then when you're doing this, the wider your feet are, the more stable you're gonna be, okay? So you're kind of starting to feel like, don't really trust your shoulders or whatnot, put your feet a little bit wider. Good, quick break, then we're back to it in about 5 seconds. I know, guys, goes by quick, goes by quick. Here we go. Push up, rotate. Good, trying to rotate your chest all the way open. So once I come towards you, trying to be sure you guys can see the Adidas on my shirt, and then go back. Good, also another call out, be sure we're doing this When we're rotating on one side, whatever arm is our stable arm, push it into the ground. Try to push it through the earth. So we're gonna create really good stability that way. You'll start to feel like things in your lats start to fire up, like, oh, that's interesting. Here we go, 5 seconds. 2, 1, coming up, we get the Heisman Shuffle next. Woo. Feeling good, right? Feeling good? Feeling fresh? Let's do this. And go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. 1, 2. Be sure we're picking up our feet as we go side to side. Pick up that feet. Not just dragging. Okay, pick it up. Pick them up. Imagine you get some little mini cones. Stepping over each top. 2 more. 2 more here. You got this, come on. Let's do it. Back at it. Back at it. Side. That only 10 seconds. Nice, smooth. Gliding side to side. There we go. 3, 2, 1. One more here. Then we're transitioning back on the ground. Got those leg lifts next. Or those single leg low. Up to you. Just stay with it, y'all. Come on. Keep moving. This is another 13 seconds. That away. 5, 3, 2, 1. Time. Nicely done. On the ground. Leg lift or that leg lowering with that heel lift. So you need to do 2 legs down. We're doing 2 legs down at a time. The caveat is your low back has to be touching the ground as your heels get away from your body. Because if we're doing this, we're doing the harder version, but we're getting that curve in our low back, and that exercise no longer serves its purpose. So then just bring 1 leg down at a time. If you can do that and execute the right form, that's always gonna be a better option. That way. 6 seconds. Awesome. Get 1 more here, y'all. 1 more here, and then we're back up top. 1 more round. I should say, of each exercise. Be sure if you are doing that little heel lift towards the ceiling, when you're pushing it up, you're controlling it. It's not just like a floppy fish. You're just driving it up and not controlling it on the way down. Drive it up and then control on the way down. All right. Back up top. So the first exercise up is that reverse lunge to the power skill. Any point in time, you use a little bit longer break, feel free to do so. Yeah, if you're like, 10 seconds is a little bit too much, or a little bit too like least, not enough rest, take a little bit longer break. But then just hop back in. Grab a quick sip, hop back in. So the more you kind of practice hopping back in when you're a little bit tired, you'll be surprised at how quickly your body catches on. And you're like, oh, I actually feel better than I thought I did. Here we go, number 2. Good, as we're stepping back in the reverse lunge, be sure we keep that chest up tall, hopping through, and then landing. Whew. As you get tired, you start to see, become a little bit less stable, fight that. Fight that like urge for your body to get lazy with the movements, go through the motions, stay strong, stay locked in. Hold up, we got 1 more left. 1 more. Let's go. Starting to sweat. Glad I have my mat. Here we go. 6 seconds. You got this, stay strong. And time. Nuts, great job. Heading to the ground. T push-ups coming up next. And a push-up, rotate the side, great that T, pushing this bottom arm down on the ground, trying to reach my top fingertips as much as I can toward the ceiling, trying to get as long as possible. Head into my next push-up. Ooh. Two more. Good job, guys. Let's do it. All right, go time. Nicely done. Way to stay with it. Way to stay focused. Way to get this killer workout in. Just using your body. No excuses. You're here. You're doing the best you can. That's all you can do. Even if you can't do the level you want to do today, just keep coming, keep showing up, keep working with what we got. We got our bodies, so let's use them. I mean, your girl loves fancy gym equipment, but your body is also like a really cool tool to use. Now, back up standing. We got the Heisman Shuffle coming up next. All right, y'all, come on. Stay with it. Stay with it. Even if you're like, dude, I'm not gonna play the NFL, we're gonna do this Heisman Shuffle. Still pretty good to get out of that normal plane, working on some agility, working on some rhythm. It's all good for you. Even if no one is making an NFL run anytime soon. I'm not, as you can probably tell, being female. Here we go. Let's go. Great. Come on. Side, side. Get that rhythm. Be smooth. Popping that, driving that foot in the ground as we transition sides. Good. One more here. Then we're heading to the ground for those leg lifts. Leg lifts or the leg lowering, whatever one you're choosing today. Good. Come on now. 13 seconds. You got this. Woo! Yeah, buddy. Come on. 5 seconds. Head to the ground. Our last exercise before we get that halftime break. All right, let's do it. Down. That'll wait 10 seconds. Controlling it on the eccentric. So the eccentric in this exercise will be when my heels are going away from my face. A little bit of break. Got 2 more here. Woo. Control, control, control. Good, keeping everything really, really tight in the midsection. Nice. Got one more here, one more here. We'll get a little bit of break, a little bit of extended break. So more than 10 seconds, I promise. All right. Here we go, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Fantastic, y'all. High five. Whew. First half complete. Alrighty, y'all. So, second half. Same timing, same structure, just the exercises change. I'm gonna grab a drink before I start talking again. All right, first exercise. We have is seal jacks. So imagine jumping jacks, arms overhead. Seal jacks, our arms are coming in front. And so as I'm doing this, I'm trying to get the palm of my hand behind my shoulder, okay? As I'm probably suffering a lot like you, tight and shoulders like this. So I'm constantly working on this alongside you guys. It's not just, it's not like the coaches, we don't like suffer the same thing you guys do. We just like think we kind of all figured out, but we don't. So one of the things we're gonna try to do today is when we're doing our seal jacks, as we're coming up, keeping that chest open, pulling those palms behind our shoulder. Next one, we're gonna get that pillar bridge position. When we're in this pillar bridge position, today the flavor of the day is the Spider-Man. So pillar bridge on its own is just right here, trying to hold this position. If you want to add the Spider-Man version, keeping my hips down, bringing that knee as far as I can out to the side. So imagine I'm like Spider-Man crawling up a building. Okay, so one thing we don't want to see is when I bring that knee to the side, my hips hike or drop. I want to keep them exactly where they were in that neutral position. 3, we're going to hop up, maybe literally, or just get up and get to our feet. We're going to be in this like midway squat position. Okay, so I'm going to be low the whole time. Keep this good posture, as good as I can today. Reverse lunging back, coming up to center. Reverse lunging back, up to center. Okay, source of pain. Go back and forth, just in a reverse lunge, but always try to stay in that low position. So imagining my ceiling is now dropped to 4 feet, trying to stay low and do that reverse lunge. If you need to or would like to, you can always just come back up. You don't have to do that, but it's just kind of a little bit of nuance, makes things a little bit more fun. 4, and final exercise, we're gonna do a hamstring walkout. So, move my mat a little bit. What we're gonna do is on the bottom of my mat, I'm gonna push my heels to the ground, which is then in turn gonna push my hips towards the ceiling. Then from here, try to keep my hips as high as I possibly can. I'm gonna walk my heels out and try to get as long as I can, keep my hips as high, walking them out a few inches at a time, and then walking back. So one more time, walking all the way out and back. How you can modify this is just walking them like not as far out. So maybe you only go to this position and then back. Or if you're just like, I can't even do that person, really good one is just going glute bridges. Nothing wrong with some good old fashioned glute bridges. Cool? As much as I want to stay here, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna turn the timer, and then we're gonna get to it. Cool? Seal jacks first. All right, let's get going. 8 seconds. We're back to it. Second half coming up. Second half, let's do it. 3, 2, 1, go. And if you want to turn this seal jack, so you're like, dude, I'm feeling it today, into predator jack, that's the one we're doing this. If that's what you'd rather do today, I won't stop you. Okay? But trying to open up our chest as much as we can. Do this movement. Good, rest. Get 2 more. 2 more. So once again, I want to say some probably, maybe not a million more times today, but a handful more times. Keeping that chest open. Pull those shoulders back down. Good. Get that rhythm. Lay down the feet. Back and forth. We got 3 seconds. 2, 1. Good. One more. One more, then we're going to transition on the ground. Get that pillar bridge with the Spider-Man. If you want to do the Spider-Man version today, here we go. Come on. Light the feet. Chest big, take up a lot of space. I'm already feeling that in my shoulders, in my chest muscle, which is gonna attach right there. I feel it getting stretched just in that little movement right there. Which probably isn't a good sign, but it's not a good sign generally, but today it's showing that it's really opening up. Pillar bridge. I know we're all kind of facing the tightened chest muscles since we're on our computers. So much potentially non-ergonomic positions. So it's just so important that we continue to try to open up our chest, stretching on the wall, just however we can. Just do whatever we can to kind of help keep avoiding this like compromise in our posture. Okay, so anything we're stretching out in this position, in any corners of the wall, doing some seal jacks maybe in the middle of the day on a Zoom call. Why not, right? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. We got one more here. Then we're gonna hop up back on our feet, and we're gonna go to those reverse lunges. We're in that low position. You gotta keep those hips down. That way. Come on. Give me 5 more seconds. 2, 1. Pop it up. And then we have those reverse lunges, as promised. Coming up next, controlling it so that it comes down. This position, try to stay here. Boom. Maybe a light tap beneath, very, 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 very light. We're just going about 1 inch from the ground. But as we're doing this, not coming down with it, try and stay tall, but not overextending. So as I stay tall, I'm not trying to do this. Overextend, now I'm getting to my low back. But I don't want to be too far forward, then I'm not getting this nice stretch in my hip flexor. So kind of find that in between. So I'm trying to stay tall, feeling that stretch. So if I know from this position, if I were to do this, I'm probably getting my low back. So just trying to stay tall through my chest, control it, and come back. Good, 2, 1. Let's go. One more here. Then we're going to the ground, back to the ground. I know a lot of up, down. That was actually kind of part of it. Going back to the ground, hamstring walkouts. Here we go. Good, tucking those hips. Feeling that stretch. And feeling probably a pretty good burn in those quads. Here we go, 1 second. Check it out. To the floor, hamstring walkouts. All right, y'all, hamstring walkouts. Then we're back up top, go all the way through, and that's it. That's it for this block. We'll probably have a little bit of fun at the end. There we go, trying to keep those hips high as we're walking those heels away from our rear, really fighting for every little millimeter we can, keeping our hips high off the ground. And going back to like a little kid game, or maybe not always little kids, medium-sized kids. Imagine the floor under your rear is lava, okay? Don't let your rear touch the lava, okay? Keep those hips up. So imagine every little millimeter that your hips drop is getting closer and closer to the heat source. So keep those hips as high as you possibly can, okay? Whew. How's that for analogy? Cool. One more here. One more here. Good. Hips up, hips up, hips up, hips up. Yes. 3 seconds. Come on. You got it. You got it. Got it. All right, y'all. Back up top. Back to that first one. Back to those seal jacks. But once again, if you want to make those predator jacks to where you're coming out, you're sitting, feel free. Or you can just stay tall. Stay tall. Keep those, open up the chest. Get our heart rates up. Out of the way. Way to jump right back in it. Come on. Stay with it. Stay with it. Come on. You got 3 seconds here. 2, 1. 2 more. All right, quick break, quick break. And we're back in it. That way, come on, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tap. One more. Let's go. You got it. You got it. Stay tall. Stay tall. Let's get after it. Last one. Focus. Bring those heels back to your hands behind you. Try to get as much room as you can. Go 3, 2, 1, and time. Next time we got up, skin back on the ground, get into that pillar bridge position, doing the Spider-Man. There we go. That away, good job. Come on, 6 seconds left. Come on, keep fighting, keep fighting, keep fighting. Quick break, then we're getting right back into it. In 5 seconds. Come on. Let's do it. Back up and at it. Stay focused all the way through, y'all. Come on, we got 12 seconds. Stay long, stay strong. 5 seconds. 2, 1. Make sure even in this position, we're keeping our chest up. We're not kind of forfeiting to this posture. Even when we're in this pillar bridge, keep that big chest. Here we go. Halfway. All right, 5 seconds, and we're popping back to our feet. All right. Pop back to our feet. Those reverse lunge. Stay in that low position. Hold time if you can. Right. Here. Go. Back. Nice and control. Pushing that, whatever foot is stable, pushing that foot into the ground. That way. Nice. Time. Got 2 more here. Come on. Stay locked in. Stay locked in. 2 more sets here. Then we get those hamstring walkouts. Angle. In case you guys are tired to see my face. A little side profile. I'll check to make sure I'm keeping my chest to where I want to keep it. Nice. Keep it up, y'all. Keep it up. 1, 2, 1. Go. Other side. Excuse me. One more time. I'm going to go to the other side. Here we go. That way. Come on, y'all. You got this. Come on. I believe in you. Finish all the way strong. Stay low. Don't hit your head in that low ceiling. Come on. Go. Let's do it. Come on. You got 1 more exercise left. Hamstring walkouts. Let's do it. Come on. Get tied. Don't want those hips. Get in the lava. Nice. Good, 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 good. And sometimes in these ones, I'm not sure why, I do this myself sometimes. I want to be in this position, bring my head up, just rest your head. Push your head into the ground. You don't need to see your heels. They're there. They're okay. Don't need your eyes looking at them, okay? So just keep your head back. We don't want to be in that, once again, that posture even more so than we already are looking at our phones. Oh, nice. Got 1 more here. Then we'll have a little bit of fun at the end. Cool, cool? All right. Nice job, guys. Here we go, 5 seconds. And relax. Grab a quick drink, and then we got our little finisher. Won't be too terrible. I guess that's an opinion word. Maybe it won't be that terrible. For some of you may like it, for some of you may hate it. We'll see. All right, here's what's gonna go. This is like Simon Says. I'm not gonna actually say Simon Says, but the idea of it is very similar. To where I'll just tell you what to do, you kind of follow along. My 3 commands will be, you'll be in a push-up position. I'll either say left leg up, right leg up, or push-up. Those are the 3 commands. You just kind of go as I go. I'll yell them out. Cool? All right, everyone up in your push-up position. Just holding it here. Just hold it. Being sure my head to my heels are long and strong. So push up. Left leg up. Right leg up. Left leg up. Just a little bit off the ground. Right leg up. Keep that right leg up. Push up. Left leg up. Push up. Right leg up. Push up. Left leg up. Push up. And relax. Nice job, guys. Good, just in this position right here, let's take our hands, interlace them, reach up straight up overhead. So as I'm doing this, I'm not trying to push my hips forward, I'm trying to keep my hips wherever I am, and however much I can get, that's however much I can get. And from here, reaching up overhead. Enjoy that nice stretch. Great job, guys. Did you guys like it? Did you hate it? I'm guessing you're all like, man, that was the best. Thank you so much, Kirsten. All right, up over other side. Good. Then from here, I want you to sit your hips towards your heels, reaching out straight ahead, walking those hands out, and then rocking a little bit side to side. All right. And then relax. All right, y'all, thank you so much for hanging out with me a little bit today. Hope we got a little bit of sweat on, feeling pretty good for the rest of your day. Until next time, have a great rest of the day and rest of the week.